So after 5 games, Kirby Finley is offered a shoe deal. Chooses his path with Nike, and he'll be wearing the Kevin Durant's with the Detroit colorway. Here we have a welcome letter from the VP in basketball sports marketing. Thank you very much. I'll gladly take all the free stuff. And in this game coming up, we're looking to get revenge on the Houston Rockets, and they're without James Harden this time.
I used to roll the dice, feel the fear in my enemy's eyes, listen as the crowd would sing. Now the old king is dead, long live the king. One minute I held the key, next the walls were closed on me, and I discovered that my castle stand upon pillars of salt and pillars of sand.
The Rockets play before the hometown crowd here in downtown Houston, Texas. Here's the starting 5. State Farm presents our lineup for the tip-off. One of the guys we'll be watching out for today, Greg Monroe.
And the thing you notice right away with Monroe, great hands both offensively and defensively. Got a soft touch on his shot and his passes. He really handles the ball probably better than most centers in this league.
I agree. I like his decision-making too, Steve. Not only the skills, but he makes good decisions. He's able to thread pinpoint passes. Some of that may be due to how Georgetown played when he was there. A Princeton-style motion offense that utilizes the passing ability of its big guys.
And it's back to Detroit for the Pistons at the conclusion of today's game. They're faced now with what is probably the easiest part of their schedule. They've got a lot of home.
Kirby sees his first action with 4 minutes to go in the first, and Aaron Brooks just throws it over all the Detroit Pistons to Thomas Robinson for the easy dunk. But Kirby's coming back at him, gets a foul on Thomas Robinson. We can't let him jump all over us early in the first quarter with a big lead. No, no, no. Kirby's going to hit first free throw, and the second one's up and in. Now a 2-point game, and Montejunas makes Greg Monroe look silly. What a move from the big Euro. Who knew that he had that in his repertoire? And as he makes his second free throw, let's talk about the real-life Houston Rockets. There you see Jeremy Lin puts in a little jumper. Kirby's going to match him with his. And the Rockets, they made moves last year to get Jeremy Lin and James Harden. And then this year, they get the big free agent of the year, Dwight Howard. I mean, they are making moves to become a playoff contender, but still have teams like OKC, the Spurs, Memphis, Clippers, the Lakers. There's still stiff competition in the West, and every single year in the Western Conference, it comes down to the last 5 games, and who's going to get in, who's going to make the run for the 8th seed, and who's going to get the home court advantage. They can make all the moves, but they still have to be able to gel as a team, and Dwight Howard has to make his damn free throws. And how about that pass from Kirby to Charlie Villanueva, who is 3 for 3 with 8 points? Is Charlie Villanueva now showing me, just like Corey Maggette, that he's worth the money that the Pistons are going to throw at him? And that is another great pass. Check that one out. Corey Maggette going up. We're bringing out the youth in Maggette. Kirby's throwing dimes out there. He's got 6 points and 3 assists in the middle of the second quarter. Trying to go the up and under. Misses it. Gets his rebound. Gives it to Greg Monroe, who goes up and puts it in off the glass. And we are up by 6 points in the second quarter. And Monroe getting the feed from Middleton on the backdoor pass. And to end the half, we would go in up by 6 instead of being blown out already at halftime. It might be strange for Pistons fans to see, but that's what Kirby Finley's here to do. He's here to bring hope to the city of Detroit, and wins as well. And at the half, it's Charlie Villanueva being the leading scorer. He has 14 points and 1 board. Greg Monroe, 10 points. Let's keep it going for the second half. as Kirby whips that pass into Monroe, and he puts it up from 2. But now in the fourth quarter, it is a 3-point game. And Kirby going at Jeremy Lin aggressively, trying to get the and one, but he'll take his 2 free throws. And what do you know, the rookie's getting a foul call from the refs. First one up and in. Second one up and bounce, and it drops. Thankfully, we can get these very much needed free throws. It's a 5-point game, and Jeremy Lin finds Chandler Parsons on the alley-oop, and he throws it down. This is becoming quite the back and forth early in the fourth quarter. Aaron Brooks, nice left-handed pass to Omer Sheik, who finishes. 3-point game, Detroit still leading. Calderon, fancy handles with a step-back jumper. And what do you know, the Spaniard coming up big for the Pistons, starting point guard. And then the Rockets come back with some nice passing. Jeremy Lin trapped on the wing, gets it to Francisco Garcia, and he sees Omer Ashik cutting to the basket for the nice dunk. And every possession counts in a game like this. It's only 5 points, and if you slack off for a couple plays like that, Francisco Garcia going one-on-one with Maggette, gets the and one opportunity, and he makes it count. So now it's a 2-point game. Finley to Maggette at the top of the key. Maggette looking for Calderon with the jumper. 2-1. And Jose Calderon is on fire in this fourth quarter. We need it, as it's Ashik again finding the open space to tie it up. 5.5 to go. Kirby trying to get to the basket, puts up the little floater. That's no good. Jeremy Lin going the other way. Passes to Francisco Garcia, who passes to Aaron Brooks. And the quick jumper is in, and they are up by 2 now. Oh my goodness, these Rockets want this, and so do we, as Kirby Finley hits the nice jumper to tie it back up at 89-89. But this is just back and forth. 91-89. Maggette with a left side jumper, no good. Max Seal gets blocked. Greg Monroe still working, and that is tying it up again. Now Detroit with a 2-point lead, and it's Jose Calderon. He's going to the free throw line to put us up by 3. Come on, please make it 4. We need it. And that would be 4. So 95-91. 2 minutes to go. Kirby with the ball. Looking to get to the basket. Feeds Monroe instead. And that is an easy layup. 10-2 run in the last 3 minutes of the quarter. And in this situation, all you have to be thinking is no 3-pointers and no easy fouls. Jeremy Lin around the basket. Kicks it to the open Garcia. And he daggers it down from the corner. 3-point lead. And now with 1.5 to go, it's the Spanish conquistador Jose Calderon to the basket and in. Now, 5-point lead. Monroe rejected. The Rockets are going the other way. Francisco Garcia down the middle of the floor to Aaron Brooks, who is fouled. And oh my goodness, Kirby is in the thick of it right now for a rookie. He is getting some big time minutes as Aaron Brooks makes both of his free throws. 3-point lead, 40 seconds to go. Monroe driving to the basket, and he is fouled by a Sheik. So can Greg Monroe handle the pressure with a 3-point lead? First one's up, and that one looked really good. 4-point lead. Second one is up, and that is off. And a Sheik gets it to Jeremy Lin, and Lin throws it up all the way to Aaron Brooks. And Brooks is going for a quick 2, but that is no good, and they're going to have to quick foul. And they do just that, getting Monroe back to the free throw line. You better hit 2 out of 2 this time. Oh, wow. Misses the first one. Still a 4-point lead. Second one is down. That is 5-point lead. And that's going to do it as we defeat the beardless Rockets. I'll take it, though.
And so the Pistons take the win. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the...
So Kirby would get 10 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists in 25 minutes. And your high scorer is Jeremy Lin with 23.
Jack of all trades out there tonight, scoring some points, dropping some dimes, grabbing a few boards. How much did that contribute to the win?
I think the more I can get involved as a whole, the better chance we're going to have of winning the game. It's not all about scoring points. If I'm hitting the glass and setting up my teammates for baskets too, then we'll be in a great position. And that was the case tonight, as we were able to pull out the win.